what stage are you in your coaching career? In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 4 stages that every coach goes through, and I'll give you 2 bonus stages that most coaches never get to or want to get to. It was December of 2018. I was an intern at University of Tampa, and this was my 4th year as an intern. Up to that point, I had interned for 4 years. I had watched 1,000 hours of YouTube videos, read thousands of articles, trying to understand how to become the best strength coach I could possibly be. And to be honest with you, as an intern, it was nice. I was able to always be able to just shove anything I didn't know or understand to the head strength coach or the director in any instance up to that point. Fast forward just 1 month, I became the director of strength and conditioning. And this was the problem. Up to that point, I always had that fallback person. But now, I was that person. And day 1 as the director, I was scared, overwhelmed, felt inadequate, had no system of my own. I was just throwing things at the wall, hoping athletes got better. And after 5 years being a director, I realized that every coach goes through 4 main stages. These stages are impulsive, hesitant, timid, discerning. When we look at the impulsive stage, we're looking at the years 0 through 1. And this is a phrase that you have said or you've heard another coach said. I feel bad for my first athletes that I've coached because I had no idea what I was doing. And I said the same thing. I have said the same thing, and I will always say that because I do feel bad for my first athletes. I had no system of my own. I was just going off a feeling. And this is where the impulsive stage begins for every coach. We feel bad for our first athletes because we have no systems. We're guessing. We're throwing things at the wall, hoping they stick and hoping athletes get better. And some do, some don't, and some get hurt. And this is where basing everything off of feelings is a place we need to get out of as quickly as possible as coaches. After year 1, between year 1 and 2, we transition into the hesitant stage. The hesitant stage is where we start avoiding anything we thought that hurt the athletes or didn't allow athletes to become better. For me, this was the back squat and the deadlift. For the whole 2nd year of my coaching career, I never had guys back squat and I never had them deadlift. And when athletes came up to me and asked me, hey, why aren't we deadlifting? I was able to actually have a conversation and was smart enough to be able to tell them, oh, we don't need to do deadlifts because RDLs do the same thing. Or from the squat standpoint, we don't need stronger legs to squat. We can get stronger legs with lunges. But here's the thing. There are some athletes that could have been able to deadlift and squat and they would have gotten better. And I was doing a disservice to the athlete because I was scared and I was avoiding any type of squatting or deadlifting. After year 2 and from year 2 to year 4 is usually where coaches transition into the timid stage. This is where we put so many precursors on the things we avoided in the hesitant stage. In the timid stage, we allow athletes to squat and deadlift, for my example, but we put precursors on, such as you have the RDL 315 and you have the lunge 100 pounds before you're even allowed to touch a bar. From the outside, it looks like you're progressing as a coach, but in reality, you're still scared. You're still thinking and feeling and not having a system of your own to drive decision making. After year 4, this is where most coaches transition into the discerning stage. This discerning stage is where you have your own system, knowing when, what, and how to implement any exercise, training modality, or philosophy to allow athletes to find success in your program and on the field. But here's the problem with these 4 stages. It takes 4+ years to get to the discerning stage. As an industry, we need to try to get coaches, young coaches, from impulsive to discerning as quickly as possible. And this is the thing. You're at a specific stage today. I want you to pause this video and look at what stage you are actually in. Are you in the impulsive stage where you're going off of feeling and other people's systems? Are you in the hesitant stage? Are you avoiding anything that the athletes want to do? Are you in the timid stage where you're putting so many precursors on specific things because you're still scared? Or do you have your own systematic approach, knowing what, when, and how to train athletes in the discerning stage? Now, with these 4 stages, every coach goes through these 4. But there's 2 more stages that most coaches never get to or want to get to. Those are the innovating stage and the reinvestment phase. In the innovating stage, we're looking at solving a problem that we've noticed in the industry. It's looking at a problem, identifying a problem, and then creating a solution. The biggest important part is creating a solution. For me, I've done it with the skill coefficient, and I've done it with the bands program within baseball. We saw a problem, we delivered on the solution. Now, when it comes to the reinvestment phase, we're looking at creating and sharing ideas to the younger generation of coaches to increase the industry as a whole. This YouTube channel, all the content that I put out is specifically to reinvest into new coaches to increase the industry as a whole. Guys, I thank you for watching, and remember, systems drive success, so start building.